Imagine standing where Earth's crust tears apart in multicolored canyons a mile deep, watching geysers erupt from supervolcano calderas, surfing perfect Pacific waves beneath tropical volcanoes, and experiencing a city where 8.3 million people from every nation create humanity's greatest urban experiment. This is the United States of America, a continent-sized nation where desert canyons carved by ancient rivers meet alpine peaks that pierce the sky, where jazz was born in sultry southern streets, and where national parks protect wilderness on a scale found nowhere else on Earth. Welcome back to Passport Unfolded. Today we're exploring America's top 10 destinations, a country so vast it spans 6 time zones, so diverse it contains Arctic tundra and tropical reefs, and so dramatic that Mother Nature saved her grandest gestures for this landscape. From New York's vertical urban canyons to Utah's red rock cathedrals, from Yellowstone's geothermal wonderland to Hawaii's volcanic paradise, the USA offers adventures that redefine what epic means. Subscribe to Passport Unfolded and ring that notification bell. We're revealing America's most breathtaking destinations that prove this young nation inherited Earth's oldest and most spectacular landscapes. The United States harbors mind-bending secrets across its vast territory. The country spans 3.8 million square miles, making it the world's 3rd largest nation, yet contains more ecological diversity than entire continents. From Death Valley at 282 feet below sea level to Denali at 20,310 feet above. America's national park system protects 85 million acres across 63 major parks, preserving everything from ancient sequoias 3,000 years old to active supervolcanoes that could end civilization. The nation contains the world's largest cave system, Mammoth Cave, with 400+ mapped miles. The tallest trees on Earth, California redwoods exceeding 380 feet, and more freshwater than any country except Brazil. Despite being only 247 years old, the USA produces 25% of global GDP while consuming 20% of world's energy. The country has more immigrants than any nation in history, 46 million foreign-born residents from every country on Earth. America invented or perfected jazz, blues, rock and roll, hip-hop, Hollywood cinema, and Silicon Valley technology that reshaped human civilization. The interstate highway system spans 48,000 miles, connecting a nation where you can drive 3,000 miles without leaving the country or needing a passport. Vertical metropolis where 8.3 million people create humanity's greatest cultural melting pot beneath iconic skyline that defines urban ambition across 5 boroughs. Fun fact: Manhattan's grid contains more people than 40 individual U.S. states. And if New York City were a country, its economy would rank 11th globally, larger than Mexico or Spain. Statue of Liberty symbolizes immigration dreams welcoming millions to America. Times Square's neon chaos attracts 50 million visitors annually to crossroads of the world. Central Park's 843 acres provide green oasis designed by Frederick Law Olmsted. Brooklyn Bridge opened 1883 as engineering marvel connecting Manhattan to Brooklyn. Empire State Building and new One World Trade Center define skyline. Metropolitan Museum of Art ranks among world's greatest museums, housing 2 million artworks. Broadway theaters stage world-class productions nightly. Diverse neighborhoods from Chinatown to Harlem represent global cultures. Pizza, bagels, and hot dogs elevated to art forms. Subway system transports 5.5 million daily passengers through 472 stations. Red Rock Paradise, where millions of years of geology created landscapes so alien. NASA tests Mars rovers here, spanning 5 national parks within hours of each other. Fun fact: Southern Utah contains Earth's highest concentration of natural arches. Over 2,000 documented arches formed by 300 million years of wind, water, and ice erosion. The mighty 5 national parks, Zion, Bryce Canyon, Capitol Reef, Arches, and Canyonlands, showcase different geological masterpieces, red rock formations created by iron oxide and ancient sand dunes. Colorado River carved canyons revealing 2 billion years of Earth's history in exposed rock layers. Dark sky parks offer exceptional stargazing due to minimal light pollution. Slot canyons like Antelope Canyon create surreal light beams. Traditional Navajo and Paiute indigenous territories maintain sacred connections. Highway 12 Scenic Byway ranks among America's most spectacular drives. Rock climbing, canyoneering, and hiking attract adventure seekers. Petrified sand dunes, hoodoos, and balanced rocks demonstrate erosion's artistry. Sultry Port City, where French, Spanish, African, and Caribbean cultures created America's most unique urban culture, famous for jazz, voodoo, and cuisine that transcends food into spiritual experience. Fun fact: New Orleans sits below sea level, protected by levees, built on Mississippi River Delta that sinks 2 inches per year. City literally fighting gravity while celebrating life harder than anywhere. French Quarter's wrought iron balconies and Creole townhouses preserve 300-year-old architecture. Bourbon Street parties never stop, while Frenchman Street offers authentic live music. Jazz originated here in early 1900s, blending African rhythms with European instruments. Mardi Gras celebration rivals Rio's carnival for costumes, parades, and debauchery. Traditional cuisine, including gumbo, jambalaya, and beignets, reflects multicultural heritage. Voodoo shops preserve African spiritual traditions adapted in New World. Garden District showcases antebellum mansions and oak-shaded streets. Hurricane Katrina 2005 devastated city but resilient culture rebuild. Steamboats cruise Mississippi River, maintaining 19th century romance. Cemetery Cities of the Dead feature above-ground tombs. Sandstone Temple, where Virgin River carved canyon, 2,000 feet deep through Navajo sandstone, creating Utah's most visited park with red and cream walls that glow at sunrise. Fun fact: Zion Canyon walls are so smooth that rain causes waterfalls to appear from thin air. In 2022, a rainstorm created 1,000-plus temporary waterfalls flowing down vertical cliff faces. Angel's Landing Trail follows razor-thin ridge with 1,000-foot drops on both sides, requiring chain assists. The Narrows hike involves wading through Virgin River between Slot Canyon walls 16 miles long. Emerald Pools waterfalls and hanging gardens create oases in desert. Kolob Canyon section features world's largest freestanding natural arch. Peregrine falcons nest on cliff faces while mule deer graze canyon floor. Zion Mount Carmel Highway tunnels through solid rock with windows carved into cliff. Rock climbing routes challenge experts on sandstone faces. Biblical names, Angel's Landing, Zion, Temple of Sinawava, reflect Mormon settlers' reverence. Shuttle system limits cars during peak season, preserving experience. Hawaiian Paradise, where volcanic peaks meet pristine beaches, creating tropical perfection with world-class surfing, snorkeling, and Polynesian culture on Valley Isle. Fun fact: Maui's Haleakala volcano summit receives snow despite being in tropics. You can literally surf in morning and throw snowballs at 10,023-foot summit by afternoon. Haleakala National Park protects dormant volcano, where sunrise above clouds draws visitors who brave 3 a.m. drives. Road to Hana features 620 curves and 59 bridges through tropical rainforest and waterfalls. Molokini Crater offers snorkeling in crescent-shaped, partially submerged volcano. Traditional luau's preserve Hawaiian culture with hula dancing and Kalua pig. Surfing at Honolua Bay and windsurfing at Hukipa Beach attract world champions. Lahaina Historic Whaling Town maintains 19th century character with banyan tree covering entire square. Whale watching season, December to April, reveals humpback whales breeding and calving. Yao Valley State Park features 1,200-foot volcanic needle. Traditional Hawaiian culture emphasizes aloha spirit and connection to land, Aina. World's first national park, where supervolcano powers 10,000 hydrothermal features, including iconic Old Faithful geyser, creating Earth's greatest concentration of geothermal phenomena. Fun fact: Yellowstone supervolcano's magma chamber measures 37 miles across. Eruption would blanket entire United States in ash and trigger global cooling similar to asteroid impact. Old Faithful erupts every 90 minutes, shooting boiling water 180 feet into air with Swiss watch regularity. Grand Prismatic Springs' rainbow colors come from heat-loving bacteria, creating world's third largest hot spring. Yellowstone contains 2/3 of Earth's geysers in 3,472 square miles. Reintroduced wolf packs restored ecosystem balance, demonstrating conservation success. Bison herds totaling 5,000 animals create traffic jams on park roads. Grand Canyon of Yellowstone features 308-foot lower falls plunging into colorful canyon. Lamar Valley, called America's Serengeti, offers wildlife viewing rivaling Africa. Winter transforms park into snow-covered wonderland, accessible via snow coach. UNESCO World Heritage Site protects irreplaceable geological features. Mile-deep chasm where Colorado River carved through 2 billion years of Earth's history, creating geological masterpiece 277 miles long and up to 18 miles wide. Fun fact: Grand Canyon is so large it creates its own weather systems. Temperature difference between rim and river bottom can exceed 30 degrees Fahrenheit, while thunderstorms form over canyon itself. South Rim, accessible year-round, receives 90% of visitors with multiple viewpoints along Desert View Drive. North Rim stands 1,000 feet higher, providing different perspectives, but closes winter due to snow. Rim-to-rim hiking descends 5,000 feet to Colorado River, then climbs back out, 24 miles requiring multiple days. Bright Angel Trail and South Kaibab Trail offer day hikes into canyon. Mather Point Sunrise reveals layered rock formations in dramatic colors. California condors with 9-foot wingspans glide on thermals after near extinction. Whitewater rafting through canyon requires permits booked years in advance. Havasu Falls on Havasupai Reservation features turquoise waterfalls inside canyon. Skywalk Glass Bridge extends 70 feet beyond rim at Grand Canyon West. Sierra Nevada Cathedral, where granite cliffs tower above valley floor, creating California's most iconic wilderness with waterfalls, giant sequoias, and rock formations. Fun fact: Yosemite's El Capitan is world's largest granite monolith at 3,000 feet. Climbers spend 3 to 5 days ascending, while Alex Honnold free-soloed it in 3 hours 56 minutes without ropes. Half Dome's distinctive shape formed when glaciers sheared off one side, leaving 8,800-foot peak. Yosemite Falls plunges 2,425 feet in 3 separate falls as North America's tallest waterfall. Valley carved by glaciers creates perfect U-shape with sheer walls. Giant sequoias in Mariposa Grove include trees over 3,000 years old. Rock climbing routes on El Capitan, Half Dome, and Cathedral Rocks challenge world's best. Tunnel View provides perfect valley vista encompassing El Capitan, Half Dome, and Bridal Veil Fall. Tioga Road crosses High Sierra, providing alpine lake access. Traditional camping in Curry Village and other campgrounds requires advanced reservations. John Muir's conservation efforts preserved Yosemite for future generations. Dramatic mountain range, where 13,770-foot peaks rise abruptly from valley floor without foothills, creating America's most photogenic mountains in Wyoming. Fun fact: Grand Teton means large breast in French. French fur trappers named peaks after seeing them from Idaho side, where they appear more rounded. Teton Range rises 7,000 feet in single thrust, unlike gradually sloping Rockies. Snake River winds through valley, providing excellent fly fishing and scenic float trips. Jackson Hole Valley attracts elk herds that winter by thousands. Mormon Row historic barns create perfect foregrounds for Teton photography. Jenny Lake, Lay Lake, and Jackson Lake offer pristine mountain reflection opportunities. Technical climbing routes challenge mountaineers on Grand Teton Summit. Oxbow Bend wildlife viewing reveals moose, beavers, and trumpeter swans. Connection to Yellowstone allows visiting both parks on single trip. Winter provides excellent cross-country skiing and wildlife photography. Traditional dude ranches maintain Western heritage around park. Desert Adventure Town, where red rock landscapes surround recreation capital providing access to arches and canyonlands, national parks, plus world-class mountain biking. Fun fact: Moab's Slick Rock Bike Trail, named for sandstone so grippy that mountain bike tires stick to 45-degree slopes. 4 million years of wind-polished rock creates natural skate park. Arches National Park contains 2,000-plus natural stone arches, including iconic Delicate Arch on Utah license plates. Canyonlands. National Parks Island in the Sky Mesa provides panoramic views over canyons carved by Green and Colorado rivers. Colorado River runs through town, offering whitewater rafting and calm water floats. Dead Horse Point State Park overlooks 2,000-foot cliffs with gooseneck river bends. Mountain biking on Slick Rock and Porcupine Rim attracts riders worldwide. Rock climbing, base jumping, and off-roading in 4x4s provide adrenaline rushes. Dark skies perfect for stargazing and astrophotography. Desert heat extreme in summer, while winter brings mild temperatures. Small-town atmosphere with outdoor-focused culture and craft breweries. From New York's vertical ambition to Utah's red rock cathedrals, from Yellowstone's geothermal fury to the Grand Canyon's geological majesty, the USA proves that when nature creates on continental scale, the results redefine spectacular. Where else can you experience such diversity of landscapes, cultures, and adventures within one nation? This is Passport Unfolded, exploring the world's most extraordinary destinations. Subscribe and hit that notification bell for more incredible travel guides. Tell us which American wonder you're visiting first, national parks or New York City. Until next time, keep unfolding your passport to our world's greatest adventures.